Hey y'all, it's G and thank you for joining me. Today I wanted to go over how it's been over the last couple of months using the Jibun Techo. And I wanted to go over how I've been using it for daily and weekly planning, which is the heart of what I do. So stay tuned and we will dig right into the details. Alright, so this is how it looks. This is how I carry the Jibun on a regular basis. I just use this simple rubber band to keep it together. I ordered the Jibun Techo Biz and it came in a blue cover originally, but I swapped it out for this plain cover and I put in my own paper back here and my own sticker. And on the back, I just carry this little bookmark from Love Cynthia. My sister downloaded and laminated for me, and then I tucked in a Hobonichi stencil, which I haven't used very much, but it's kind of like a security blanket, so I like to have it. So let's take a look inside and see the daily planning. Here's my weekly view for this week, and I covered this up for privacy, but this is today, Saturday. So this is how I have my day typically structured. I have my top 5 at the top, and the first 3 things are the most important, and then if I have 2 other things, those are great if I get them done. If not, it's not a big deal. So I always just try to target at least get 3 things completed. And I really like to have that focus up there and have one place to look at it so it can keep me on track in case I get distracted throughout the day. Then I have, of course, the events listed of what I have to do. I had a meeting that I had to kick off, and then I had another meeting that I had to go to in the afternoon, and then I had some time to do some shopping that I scheduled in here. And then throughout the day, I track what I've eaten. I think it's nice to sort of see what I've eaten during the week. I don't take it seriously, I just track it because there's room for it. So let me go ahead and fill out the information from today. When I have done something, I go ahead and I put a little square by it just to indicate that it got finished. I did launch the meeting and that went okay. So then I have to get organized for a trip next week. I'm about halfway organized, so I'm not going to fill in that square all the way. I did laundry and I kind of planned, but not really. So I'm just going to leave that open so that I know that that has to happen. Now at the end of the night, I'm going to list 3 wins from today. A big one was, it was a good launch, lots of participants, so that was nice. Another win was that I found a typewriter for $10. This is very exciting, so I'm happy about that. And then another win was I built in some time to relax and rest. All right, and then for breakfast this morning, man, what did I eat? I don't even remember now. I just had to yell off screen to see if anyone remembered. I had eggs and bacon. For lunch, I had the Great Plate. For dinner, I had a roast beef sandwich. I'm just gonna put Sammy there, tortilla soup. And then I also had we ate at a bakery for dinner, so I had a gingerbread man. Another thing that I do at the end of the day is there's something that happened that was enjoyable or I want to commemorate it or remember it, I just put a sticker on it. And because I found a typewriter, I'm going to go ahead and put a sticker there. I just happen to have these Carpe Diem stickers, Reset Girl, with a typewriter. And I have been looking for a long time for a typewriter. In fact, my girlfriend was the one that spotted it. So I'm going to go ahead and pick this one and stick it right here. Actually, you know what? I'm also going to erase this. It's kind of nice since this is the friction, and stick it on there. And I'll just put on there, found. Okay. So I don't always put stickers, and normally during the week that doesn't happen, but it's just kind of fun to do. Okay, so I really like this structure for what I've done through the day, and then at the end of the day I can think again for what I'm going to do the next day. So for tomorrow, it is really, really important for me to pack. I also have to organize my documents, review, emails. Okay. I also don't have anything scheduled here, so that's why that's blank. So that's fine, that gives me plenty of time to do all these things. So that is my daily routine for planning. I really like having this top area for my priorities because I can look through as the days go by and see what got done and what didn't get done. And if there's anything that I've dropped off, I can just add it to the next day and keep it moving. You know, there are some days that, I think like even packing, I had that as an event all of last week and it just kept kind of moving until it's now or never and I have to do it. But at least I had in mind that I needed to get it done. So that worked out really well. The other benefit of this is all my wins are across this bottom column, and at the end of the week, I do a weekly review, and having all of this information on one dashboard type layout has been really helpful. So let me show you how I've set up the weekly review. So the weekly review lives in the Idea notebook here in the back, and the Biz version of the Jibun didn't come with this. I went ahead and ordered it. When I didn't have the Idea book, it didn't feel like the Jibun, just the planner itself, was enough, so I'm glad I got it because it's been really useful. So it lives here in the back, and I have it bookmarked, and I already have it decorated for the next week. What I do at the end of the week, I go ahead and look at all my wins at the bottom, and then I write them down here again. And they don't have to be every single one. If I see that there's a theme of things that I've done consistently, I can put that there. And then if I see that's something that I've been doing with my fitness or with my food, I can also log that there. After I log my wins, I go back to here and I look and see all the priorities that I had. And if there's something that got dropped off or there's something I need to add to it, or even everything here that is all my scheduled events, I go ahead and just process all of that here. If there's a note or a task, or if it triggered something that I need to do something else, I just do all of the brain dump in one place. And then when I have these two done, I go ahead and set my goals for the following week, and that would move over into the next page. So this is empty right now because I haven't processed last week, but that's how I work it. And I really like this because throughout the week, if there are other things that come up that are maybe don't belong in a timed event, just as a note, I can stick it right here in Brain Dump. It's just like a rolling list of things that are relevant to that week. And at the end of the week, I can look back here and then highlight anything that didn't get done and make sure that it goes over to the next week. In this way, things stay together. This is always with this. It's so compact and slim and light. I carry it with me everywhere, and I don't have stray pieces of paper or another notebook or a list on my phone. Everything is staying together. It just has turned out to be really convenient and streamlined for me in terms of process. Another technique that I started to do to sort of streamline more of my tasks, after I have a meeting or event, I kind of try and think of the next action that I need to do after that, and I just go ahead and log it in. For this meeting here, one of the things that I want to do and get done is I want to send thank yous. So when I do a weekly review, if I have a task attached to an event and it didn't get done, I can just add it to my brain dump. So that is how I have been doing my weekly planning and my daily planning and weekly review. But let me show you what it looks like when it's empty. Here is the setup for next week. And I've gone ahead and spruced it up just a little bit. I've noticed that with decorating in the Jibun, it doesn't take very long and I don't have to do too much. I just keep it really streamlined, and I really like that too. I miss the Hobonichi, of course, and I loved experimenting and playing with that. But in some ways, I think this is better because it's not taking as much time as it was, even though I love doing it. If you're new to planning and you come from a functional planning background, I know that stickers can seem a little bit ridiculous, and I felt that way when I first started planning, but I've come to really like them. For me, they divide up the page nicely. I use them functionally as I can, but they also is nice to kind of set the mood and have a different look every week. For this spread, I used a couple of sticker packs. All of these that are the words I got from the Mambi 1140 pieces rainbow set. And this is a nice set to use if you're a functional planner. These are very functional stickers. You know, they have words here, reschedule, plans, notes, to-dos, but they're all in different colors. So it's really easy to match more of your deco stickers with this. So that's a nice fit. And then all of these deco stickers come from the Sticky Club subscription kit that I got for February. And then as you saw, I went ahead and matched this spread to this spread. So when I'm going through and glancing at it, I know that this week goes with this week. Okay, that is just a quick glance at how I've been using the Jibun Techo. I know in my previous video I was talking about how I was unsure if I would like it and if it was going to work out, and I have fallen in love. This is a great planner. It's very streamlined. It fits in all the information that I need for the week. It's really convenient to use, especially for the weekly review, and the weekly review has been really important for me. It's something that I've been trying to get in the habit of doing, and it's never been convenient. But now that I have it all here in one place and have set up all of the priorities and the wins down here, it's been a lot easier to review and process. All right, if you guys have any questions, go ahead and leave them down in the comments for me. And thank you so much for watching. I hope that you have a great and productive next week. Bye.